Why they hide, how much they love you. There is something that people who love deeply and privately have in common. They become very skilled at containing it, at giving just enough warmth, just enough availability, just enough signal that the connection stays alive without fully revealing the interior temperature of what they are carrying. They become artists of the message that says something without quite saying it, of the look that holds back most of what it means. They develop a kind of fluency in the language of almost telling you, and they practice it with such consistency that even they sometimes forget how fluent they have become in suppressing what they actually feel. And from your side of that, it looks like uncertainty. Like maybe like someone who is interested but not quite invested, like someone you cannot fully read. But that reading is wrong. And the gap between what is actually happening in them and what you are able to see from where you are standing is the thing I want to close today. Let me start with the question that is almost never asked in these situations. Why would someone who is deeply, completely, overwhelmingly in love with another person hide that? Well, the obvious answer is fear of rejection. And yes, that is part of it. It is always part of it. But it is not the whole story, and I think the part that gets left out is actually more significant and more emotionally resonant than the fear itself. This person is not just afraid of being rejected by you, they are afraid of being known by you. There is the difference, a real and important one, between those two fears. Rejection is external. It is the outcome of a risk taken. It hurts, but it is survivable. Being known is something else entirely. Being known means allowing another person to see the full interior of what you feel, not the managed, curated, appropriately sized version, but the actual thing in its actual proportions, and trusting that the visibility of it will not produce in them the particular kind of withdrawal that comes when someone realizes they are more loved than they are capable of matching. This person has seen that happen, maybe not with you, but somewhere in their history, the moment when loving too visibly became the thing that created the distance rather than closed it, or when the intensity of what they felt became in someone else's hands an imbalance to be managed rather than a gift to be received. So they learned to contain it. And then there is you. And the containing is not working the way it usually works. Because the thing about loving someone whose presence is genuinely extraordinary, whose energy, when they walk into a room, is unmissable, whose way of being in the world activates something in the people around them without their even trying. The thing about loving someone like that is that the love does not stay at a manageable level. It compounds, it deepens with each interaction rather than reaching a plateau. It grows in the spaces between, seeing you because absence, rather than diminishing what they feel, only clarifies it. So every time they see you, they fall harder. And the harder they fall, the harder the containing becomes. And the harder the containing becomes, the more carefully they manage what they allow you to see. Not because they do not want you to know, because they want you to know in a way that will not overwhelm, that will not reveal the full proportions of what is happening in them before you have had enough time to feel what you feel without the weight of their feeling pressing on you. They are protecting you from the intensity of their love. They think that is a kindness. What they do not realize is that you have been reading the silence as something else entirely. Here is the deep realization that I think changes everything when it fully lands. The things this person is planning, the elaborate date, the carefully considered surprise, the scenario they are constructing where they can finally be alone with you and say what they have been unable to say. These are not strategic. They are not the behavior of someone who is calculating how to win you over. They are the behavior of someone who has been holding something enormous and needs a container adequate to the size of it. They are building a moment because what they feel does not fit inside an ordinary one. A text does not hold it. A casual conversation does not hold it. Even their most direct attempts to communicate fall short of the actual thing because the actual thing is bigger than the available language. The planning is not romantic performance. It is the genuine effort of a person who understands that what they want to say deserves a setting worthy of its truth. And that particular quality of care, of trying to give their feeling a frame that matches its significance, is one of the most quietly loving things a person can do. There is also something happening on their side that is even more private than the love itself. They are watching you become someone. Not just observing you passively, watching with the particular attention of someone who understands that what they are seeing is significant. Your growth, the way you carry yourself, the quality of your presence, and the way it has been shifting as you have done the work on yourself, as you have moved toward greater alignment with who you actually are. They have been watching that and feeling alongside the love, something that most people never name in this context: pride. Not the possessive kind, the other kind. The kind that one person feels for another when they have been close enough to witness the journey and understand what the arriving actually cost. They have watched you elevate and felt in response to that watching a kind of joy that is entirely separate from desire. The joy of seeing someone become more themselves. Of watching someone you admire become increasingly, unapologetically, radiantly who they are. And that joy, mixed with the love, mixed with the particular ache of all of it being contained rather than expressed, that is the interior experience of this person when you are near. I want to speak directly to you now because I think you have been interpreting this situation through a lens that is not serving you. You have been reading the restraint as a lack. The careful management of what they show you as evidence of limited feeling, the measured quality of their presence as uncertainty about whether they want to be present at all. But restraint is not the opposite of love. For some people, for people like this person, restraint is how love is expressed when love does not yet have a safe enough container to be expressed fully. It is the holding of something precious while the right moment, the right space, the right alignment of circumstances is being created. What you have been experiencing as almost is actually fullness held carefully. And that is almost more intimate than if they had simply told you immediately. Because the holding of something that large for that long, with that much care about how it is eventually offered, that is not the behavior of someone who does not know how to love you. That is the behavior of someone who loves you more than you currently know how to see. Now, let me tell you about the telepathic dimension of this, because I think you already know some of what I am about to say. You have been picking up on things, feeling something when you think of them. Sensing a presence is in your field that does not quite correspond to the surface of what they have shown you. Having moments of inexplicable certainty that something is there. Something is there. Something real and large and oriented entirely toward you. Even when the visible evidence is more modest than the feeling suggests. That sensing is accurate. You are receiving what they have not yet said. The love they are containing is still transmitting, because genuine emotion does not stay perfectly contained no matter how skilled the container. It leaks through in the quality of how someone looks at you, in the specific warmth of how they say your name. In the way their whole body changes when you walk into their vicinity, the particular quality of stillness that comes over someone who is suddenly in the presence of the thing they love most. You have felt that, even if you have not had a name for it. And here is what I want to leave you with, because it is the emotional center of this entire story. This person does not just find you beautiful, they find you awe-inspiring in a way that they have not previously had a reference for, the way you see the world. The generosity of your perception. the quality of your mind, and the particular way it moves through ideas and feelings and people. The light you carry, not metaphorically, not as a compliment, but as a genuine, observable quality of your presence that changes the temperature of the spaces you inhabit. They look at you and feel something they did not know they were capable of feeling. And the version of themselves that emerges in your presence, more open, more curious, more willing to consider that the world is larger and more beautiful than their previous experience of it suggested. That version is someone they want to be permanently, not just when you are near, always. You are not just someone they love. You are someone who showed them what they could become. And the love that they are containing so carefully, the surprise they are building so deliberately, the courage they are gathering with such sustained intention, all of it is moving toward the moment when they finally let you see what has been there all along. Not because they finally became brave enough, because they decided that you are worth being seen for. If this message has reached your heart, don't scroll away as the same person you were a few moments ago. This may be the reminder your soul has been praying for. Right now, place your hand over your heart and declare these words with faith. I am chosen. I am deeply loved. I am never forgotten. God is writing a beautiful story with my life, and every promise He has spoken over me will come to pass. Say it again. Slowly, let every word sink into the deepest parts of your heart. Let it silence every fear that has been whispering to you. Let it heal every wound that made you question your worth. Let it remind you that even when you couldn't see God moving, He never stopped working on your behalf. Remember this: delays are not denials. Closed doors are not the end of your story. What heaven has prepared for you cannot be taken away by anyone. If this message blessed you, please share it with someone you love. There is someone out there carrying silent pain, praying through tears, wondering if God still sees them. Your share could become the answer to their prayer today. You may never know whose life changes because you chose to pass on this message of hope. And if you feel led to help us continue spreading these faith-filled prophetic messages around the world, you can support this ministry through a super thanks. Whether it's $5, $10, $20, or whatever God places on your heart. Every gift allows these messages of hope, healing, and encouragement to reach more people who desperately need them. May the Lord bless you beyond anything you could imagine. May He multiply every seed you sow, open doors no one can shut, restore everything you've lost, and fill your home with His peace, His favor, and His unfailing love. Thank you for being part of this growing family of faith. Together, we are bringing light into dark places, hope into discouraged hearts, and reminding the world that God's love never fails. God called me here, and I'm not sure why yet, but he had me grab this deck and told me to show up, which I don't usually do so often before I take the girls on their morning walk. So there's something here for you to receive. I trust that you're meant to receive this. There's a lot being said about space, like about being shown to me about making space in your life. Like space has been made, something has been laid out for you. Something is going to be made so clear to you, and I'm hearing specifically today. So like within the next 24 hours of seeing this video, the Knight of Swords and the Strength card, there might be someone rushing in. You might be hearing from someone who you thought that, it's like you thought that something was over, you thought that something was done. It's really interesting because I feel like you have a lot of peace surrounding this situation. Like you have just decided to completely enter a new energy for yourself. And it's like you're not afraid to walk away from something that isn't serving you anymore. And the universe is like applauding that decision. And with the Knight of Swords, you might, like something's happening in the background here. There's someone rushing towards you in the background. We do have the Temperance. I wonder if they're even going to have access to you though at this time. And that'll resonate if it's meant for you. There's something or someone that was called out of your life, or you were called to leave something or someone behind in order to step forward into this new energy. You needed to come home to yourself with the Nine of Cups. It's almost like Spirit needed you to call your power back to you, call your energy back to you, to be in this energy of abundance, to be in this energy of like having the rewards that you have worked so hard to receive, and just being with that energy and feeling what it is to be in your own energy again is what I keep getting as well. With the Five of Pentacles, yeah, and the Queen of Cups, you left a lot behind, like a lot of poor me victimization. So maybe there was someone or something in your life that was just kind of draining you, as if you owed this to them. It feels like whatever you've let go of, it's allowing you to step into this Queen of Cups energy. And from that Queen of Cups energy, you're going to no doubt meet your King of Cups. Because you not only are unafraid to cultivate success and abundance, especially when it comes to finances and material wealth, but most importantly, riches of the mind and riches of the body, the way that you care for yourself, the way that you speak to yourself and others. That is the most powerful thing about you. But you're not only afraid to embody that success, you are also just like so appreciative of it. Like you value it in a way that most people who have what you have would not or do not. With the Fool card coming out in the Two of Cups, the universe is about to gift you something. The universe is about to gift you someone for all the work that you have put in, for all the work that you have done, for the gift that you have brought to this world. I just saw a hummingbird. I'm literally gonna cry because I'm literally gonna cry. I moved to a new home, and in my apartment, I had so many hummingbirds every day. Like I had a feeder, I would make sure it was full. And when I moved here, in my mind, I was like, I hope I still have like the hummingbirds. I hope I still see them. And I haven't seen one. And this is the first time that I've seen one. That was so cool. I'm so happy. That's such a good omen, by the way. Oh my God, when it comes to love, hummingbirds, such a good omen. It's literally like new beginning, rebirth in love. And this time it's going to be so different for you. It's going to be so different. You're going to have someone who matches that Queen of Cups energy, who protects that Queen of Cups energy with the King of Swords, who is mentally strong enough to understand who you are, the way that you show up with the Ace of Pentacles, and offer you your worth. There's something very creative about this love that's coming in. There's something very creative about this person. So they could be an artist, but they definitely own their own business. And with the Two of Wands and the Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles, they are traveling a distance to see you. But when they do see you, like, it's over. You're theirs. They will not do anything to make sure that you are secure within a relationship with them. It's a really powerful masculine energy about to enter your life. And it's something that you'll be able to recognize too. Like, you can't really miss it. Their presence is just as unique and powerful as yours, just in a slightly different way, but barely. I see a black cat, my neighbor's black cat. I love that. You are so protected at this time. Both of you are. You both have a really grand purpose to fulfill in this world, showing up as divine mother, divine father, showing up in your divine feminine, divine masculine energy. And so you will receive the support that you need at this time. All right, I love you so much. If you feel called to dive in further to your personal connection, I offer private sessions, FaceTimes, texting, phone call, whatever speaks to you. You can find all of that on my website if you click the link in my bio. And let me just explain something. You can understand and hold space and still have love for somebody who is undergoing change and transformation. If this love connection is not currently taking place, and it's because both of you have personal growth to experience, you can allow this person to have that time and space, but that does not take away from your value. If you are ready to and open to receiving love, move forward in that energy of realizing just how valuable and worthy you are of that. And maybe, just maybe, this person, this will be their wake-up call, and maybe they will realize what you mean to them and how incredible you are. And maybe you will be their motivation for that change, for making a change for themselves, but maybe not. And maybe that means you let go so that you can let what is meant for you come in. My love, all you can do is choose to love yourself at this time. And I know you're getting tired of hearing that, but listen, it's you and you for the rest of your life. You're going to be loving yourself and learning how to love yourself for the rest of your life. And God willing, the most incredible, amazing person is going to come in and want to do that with you as you want to do the same for them. It is not up to you to convince someone of your value, of your worth. If they are not ready for you, let them take the time and the space to prepare themselves. And if you are ready, and someone else is ready, and you get to come into that love connection because you chose to let go and focus back on yourself and continue to be open to love, how beautiful is that? That realization that you let go so that what is meant for you could come in. And I am telling you, people change. People become ready for people they love. I 100% believe in that, but I also believe that you, my love, your job is to let go no matter what, so that you can allow whatever love is meant for you to come in. If you feel like you are ready for love, let yourself continue to be ready for love. Let yourself be hurt and disappointed, 222 on the timer, and then move forward, still open and ready for love. Do not let someone who hurt you change the entire course of your future in love. No, we're not doing that anymore. You've been through too much. You've experienced too much heartbreak. You deserve a fulfilling love. The 10 of shells and the ace of roses, king of shells, you deserve and sacrifice. You deserve someone to sacrifice. You deserve someone who is emotionally available, and they will be for you with passion and success. This relationship, they will be.